What's up, everybody? What's up, and welcome back to On the Warpath. It's your guy, Sanchez 405, coming at you. New edition of the Monday After Pill, where it's a different Monday After Pill, y'all. We haven't had one of these in 3 weeks. A defeated Monday After Pill. So if you're new to the channel, make sure you click that subscribe button. Hit the bell so you get notifications anytime there's new content posted. As always, like, comment, share this video out. Because you know what we do. We talk Washington Commanders all the time. Shout out cousin Dwayne, who's holding it down out there at FedEx Field yesterday evening or afternoon. We'll call it yesterday afternoon. So we already know it. Kirk Cousins came in there and you like that all over us. And that's where the story of it began. We talked about that first drive. They went downfield. Minnesota went downfield, scored a touchdown, but the plus is the defense held pack really until the fourth quarter when the flags came out. I think that the defense played one of its better games this year. I thought that Kendall Fuller played a good game. Bob McCain played a good game. And, Ben St. Juice, he was battling with him. Who wasn't that good? Who wasn't that good, Will? Who wasn't that good? I'm not giving that. Who's not that good? You got to tell me that. I thought they played good games. I thought St. Juice, he battled with Jefferson. And you look at it, yeah, Jefferson 115 yards, but stop playing Kirk. What are you talking about? What are you talking about? We really going to get started like that this early. Yeah. So anyway, I thought Juice played really well. The interior defense lineman, you got to pay Deron Payne, right? John Allen did good. They kept Kirk on his back the whole day. And Jamin Davis, for whatever people still have against that dude, patience is a virtue. He comes out there and he balls out. You were down to your third middle linebacker. John Bostic was out there. Was out there playing. I'm not gonna say he balled, but he played pretty well. I thought the defense as a whole. I didn't say Kirk was good. Did I say Kirk was good? He played well. Dude took every shot that came out of him. I'm not gonna put no bias out there. He played all right. They had a great first drive. Was he not good on that first drive? You got to put your biases aside when you come up in here. What's up, Art? How you feeling? But, I think for the most part, the defense I think they played really well. They held Dalvin Cook down, although he had that touchdown with the short field that was given up by, one drive. Yeah, come in correctly. Yeah, decent game. Decent. I'm not getting this ain't no Kirk Cousins love affair now. I'm gonna tell what the guy did good, what he did bad. Jesus. Come on up here. Anywho, I thought defense played well. Thought the defense was good. I thought they were the positive on that, on this game. I thought Jack Del Rio, Dwayne and I even kind of talked about it after the game. The fact that the Jack Del Rio haters, they're quiet. They're quiet. They've put this together, and in the secondary looked like they finally caught up with the rest of the defense yesterday. So I like what they did. I like what these cats did. Now on the other side of the ball, let's go and talk about it. The offense, it showed its limitations. Its limitations doesn't start with Taylor Heineke. He is just a symptom. Let's get this straight. He is the symptom of the limitations of this offense. The cause, the cancer, the disease, It's Scott Turner. It is Scott Turner. Even on the good days, he finds a way to put this offense in situations that they should not be in. You go up by 10. We're throwing the ball. 7 minutes ago. Paula and I, we sat here. Run the clock out. Give them as little time to say, oh, no, we're going to throw away. We're just going to throw it. And I don't know what it is with Taylor missing high on Logan Thomas. He did that twice. I don't know if he doesn't want Logan. Maybe Logan's not ready. And this is just a crazy theory. This is a crazy theory. Maybe he doesn't want Logan to get hurt going up top because he's not ready to come out there. I don't know. But it's just baffling. Play, you're going to roll out to the right on 4th down, which gave them opportunity. I believe that was the drive that got them to get in the field goal range. Let's take a look as I'm going to pull up the drive charts and everything here in a minute. Yeah, defense played well, Art. No lie about it. Let's see here. Let's take a look at this game book. Okay. So the turnover on downs happened at the 6:11 mark. So that's, yeah. So no, that wasn't it. But either way, they had plenty of opportunity. They outscore Washington. They score on their last 3 drives. Did Minnesota. Field goal, touchdown, field goal. It's bad. Ain't good, man. Ain't good. Ain't good. And it's the situations that the offense put them in. It was the interception on that last drive. You get a touchdown to go up by 10. Don't let me get on my Scott Turner pedestal. You want to come on here and get on your Scott Turner pedestal? You know where to find me. Come on up. Hey, we've been trying to get you on here. So if you got your time, Dwayne, come on up here. I want you to talk about it. I can sit over here talking about it. But I mean, you look at the fact that they continue to ignore Antonio Gibson, who didn't have a touch in the first quarter, which is baffling to me, which he's been probably your best. He's probably been your best offensive weapon this year. We look at week 1. What they do? They gave him the ball. They threw to him. They let him run the ball. They weren't trying to force Brian Robinson, which I'm not taking anything away from B-Rob, but they continue to force B-Rob down your throat. They tried to run a bubble screen yesterday with Brian Robinson. That makes no sense to me. Where does blazing speed and agility come into power back Brian Robinson's degree? It doesn't, but Scott found a way. Scott found a way to make it happen. I don't get it. I don't get it. But you think about when they had the interception at the end of the half, which that could have been pass interference. You're looking at the offense, the defense. They get the ball back, takes the opening kickoff. It only takes them a little bit of time to get a touchdown. Let's talk about this touchdown. Heineke to Curtis Samuel. Can we sign Steve Patrick, the official, the back judge? Get him a contract. Like if Marty Herney and Martin Mayhew aren't on the phone with him today, there's clear problems. There's problems. There is problems right there. Like we got to get this guy. We got to get him down. Ill-advised throw, off schedule. That's why he's probably out of position. Thank God they got it, because that would have been Taylor's second interception of the day. What's up, JQ? Hey, what's up? If you get a CB on Rob, it makes sense on the bubble. Okay. But they don't scheme up anything for that. They just throw it. It's like square. It's square hole round pegs. Square hole round pegs every time. It's like there's no consistency with the offense. We've seen that through the wins. We saw that in Indianapolis. And I mean, quite honestly, we saw it on that touchdown throw to Curtis Samuel. My God. Triple coverage. And he got the touchdown. That's usually a pick. 9 times out of 10, that's a pick. Thank God it was the one time. Let's see here. Why don't we use I don't know. I'm trying to figure that one out myself. I'm trying to figure that. Wasn't he the one on the end around? Wasn't he the one on the end around? On that fourth down call? I'm pretty sure that was Amani Rodgers, wasn't it? Let me see here. Yep. 24 yards on the end around. Where's that been at all season? Get him involved. No, we like to sit there and twiddle our thumb just because, Logan's hurt. I love Logan. But if he ain't out there, you got to find other ways to get these guys involved. We don't attack over the middle. I mean, what can you do? What can you do with these guys? What can you do with Scott Turner? Let's see here. CB trying to take down that man is a good matchup. Now, they won't go farther than 6 yards. Yeah. There you go. It's still, I know you're trying to get a matchup. Send me that link. Thank God. Thank God. Hold on. Give me a second. I got a couple of minutes. Here you go. Hold on. I got to give this link out anyway. So if y'all want to come on, we do one at a time. Because this is what the Monday After Pill is. There you go. And let me see here. But yeah, this is it. And then the situations you look at it also, third down has become abysmal. We were one of the better converting third down teams a few weeks ago. 3 of 10, 30. 3 of 10 for 30%. Outgained the first downs, 18-7. Undermined on the net yard. Outrushed them. Over doubled what they produced in rushing, and we still lost this game. We averaged almost 5 yards a pop compared to them at 2.5. Lost the game. But here you go. Here's your net passing, 125 to 252. You can't win games like that. You can't. Alex, you've been over this season for about 3 weeks now. Yeah, I'm right there with you, bro. Like I said, like this is what I get. I was listening today to Russell and Medhurst. Shout out Pete Medhurst, friend of the show. And they had a guy call in there, Sam, and he said, I just want to lose out. I said, that's ignorant. What says that you're going to get a draft pick that's going to be a home? He said he wants a franchise quarterback. What in this world tells you you're gonna get a franchise quarterback? What says it in the top 5? Yeah, Bryce Young, CJ Stroud's going to be there. What says they're going to be franchise quarterbacks? Let's look at Trevor Lawrence now. He's supposed to be the second coming. How's he been doing his first 2 years? Came back and won this past week, yesterday. Look at it. Looks like Justin Fields might be the guy. That might be it. He wasn't a top 10 pick. Go out there and win as many games as you can. That's what I'm like. If we try hard and losing and get that one pick, fine. But I'm trying to lose. But trying to lose doesn't build. Exactly. Look at what Miami did. It builds a mentality. You're absolutely right. It builds loser. It builds a loser mentality. I mean, that's what the team is, Alex. That's what it is. I mean, that's what being a fan is. That's what being a fan is. What's up, Commando? You never really know what someone will be like till they get on the field. That's right. All right, Dwayne. What's up, Chris? Look at exactly. The Lions have been picking for 15 years in the top 15, in top 5, in top 10. They've been picking up there for years. What have they done? I'll wait. Well, they had Matt Stafford. That's right. It's best to lose it. No, no, that is not. It's better to lose to set up the new owner and coaching staff for a good draft position. Y'all realize that if a new owner, if a new owner is incorrect, they don't take over until March. They're not firing Ron Rivera unless Dan does it. They're not firing Ron Rivera in March. He's going to be here unless Dan Snyder does it before he walks out the door. Why he would do that, I have no idea. But it is Dan Snyder. It don't make no sense. Does not make any sense. This year doesn't matter anymore. It's about Dan Snyder. Who cares about this? Let's see. Let's see. What's up, Marcus? Hey, he's been getting heat on Facebook groups for criticizing Heineke. We should see what Hal can do before drafting a quarterback. That's fair. I mean, the team has played. I think the team has played better team ball since Heineke's been out there. But you're still mathematically in it, right? Do you want to throw Hal out there? If you're Ron Rivera, do you want to throw Hal out there when you're still mathematically in it? That's the question. I wouldn't mind seeing Hal. But in Ron's perspective, if they're mathematically in it still, right? Why would you change? Why would you move from him? But hey, man, keep on fighting the good fight against the Heineke Hopers. Had to reboot that laptop. Pitiful. Bro, our coaches can't teach QB. They can't. I mean, hey, they can develop some talent. It just takes them a while. Being a fan, ups and downs for sure. That's right. Don't forget to hit that like button. Yes, sir. And sometimes you don't know until they've been on the field for 2, 3. Yeah, facts. It's not loser attack. It's actually big. No, it's not. No, it's not. That's not big winner mentality. That's not. That is loser talk all the way. Anybody will tell you that. That's corny. What did Herm Edwards say? Hello, you play to win the game. What's up, Carlton? Said when the new organizations get here, hopefully, you probably not getting rid of everybody in Washington. That OC to go. What do you think of Frank Reich if he wants to come? I mean, maybe they get rid of Scott. The way this offense is playing, I think they had a number. Here's two damning numbers right now with Heineke, right? 25 starts, or no, in 18 or 17 starts, he has 25 turnovers. That's one right there. And also under 17 points, 17 or less points have been scored. I don't know the number, but it was a damning number. I heard that this morning. So the magic number 17 with them, you really need to get like 24. If you can get to 24, I think this team can win. And especially where the defense is playing, the defense is finally caught up and is kind of recapturing what they did in 2020. And I'll make an argument if Ron is not here next year, if they fire him, I'd make a case for keeping Jack Del Rio's defense coordinator. You get one of these young offensive minds in here. Why not? Keep Jack over there. He can focus on the defense. That's just a suggestion. Facts, Don. What's up? What's up? Dwayne Haskins, rest in peace, was supposed to be a top quarterback in his draft. Didn't work. Yeah. And look at little micro midget over there in Arizona, who's top of draft class. How's he doing? Wasn't Daniel Jones? Daniel Jones was in 2019 also. But I mean, Kyler Murray's got Arizona on the cusp of Super Bowls. Daniel Jones, they've been to the NFC Championship game multiple times. He's got them doing good things. Oh, wait a minute. I'm thinking of somebody else. Being a loser makes one thing. Yeah, that's right. A loser. I don't want to lose okay. To get up exactly. The draft is a crapshoot. Dunga, if Rivera had kept O'Connell, maybe Dwayne Haskins would have worked out. What is Scott Turner's offense doing? That's another thing. Marcus, y'all know I don't like to look at 2020 hindsight and I don't like to look at hindsight, but it's hard to argue this point that if Kevin O'Connell was here, maybe going into 2020, that maybe Dwayne Haskins would have been playing like the end of the last year. Now, we could sit here and argue that maybe the semantics was Bill Callahan and focusing on the run to set up the pass, which they did a lot of that. We saw a lot of Adrian Peterson out there. They went and got the fullback back in 2019. Was it Burton? To go out there and line up. And that's another thing with this offense. You got an effing fullback. Why don't we see Alex Arma more often? I think, what was it? There was one play where he was out there and they lined him up. I don't remember who the running back was. They lined him up. He got 6, 7. I think he got a first down off of it. And then they took Arma out. Makes no sense to me. Continue rock before intelligence and actions. It got close. Hal will get Ron fired. Turner will get Ron fired. Well, hopefully Ron will get Turner fired. It's crazy how after a single loss, after 3-game win streaks, people are willing to sell. Yep. It's true. Yep, he did. He did sign an extension till 2024. The positions that have 20% or higher all-pro rates that were in the first round picks: linebacker, safety, center, guard, quarterback is 5%. Exactly. We went 6-7 games just to be out of position to draft a quarterback. It's about the big picture. Don't be so short. What do you mean it's about the big picture? If your quarterback is up there, you go up there and trade for him. You trade the assets for him. Because with your logic, if that all-pro quarterback that's up there is there it makes up for the loss of assets of the picks that you get, right? So defense got better when exactly. Yeah, exactly. Bill Jackson got out of there, defense played better. So would you argue that he would you argue that he was maybe possibly cancer in the locker room to that defense? I mean, Kendall Fuller played, like you said, Alex, Kendall Fuller played better, man. I mean, he didn't play great, but he played better. Commander said Patrick Mahomes and Josh Allen, both top 10 picks. If you want elite, you got to go get it. The Chiefs traded up to get Patrick Mahomes. Josh Allen had to develop. You have to have a program in place. Tom Brady, 6th round pick. The two best quarterbacks in the NFC East. Not Justin Fields, good Lord. Jalen Hurts, Dak Prescott were second-day picks. Jalen Hurts on track to possibly be an MVP. He wasn't a first-round pick. And he might not be this great talent, right? But Nick Sirianni's putting him in situations to make him succeed. Shane Steichen is doing it as his offensive coordinator. Yeah, you're gonna have you might have some Herbert. Herbert's a great example of that. Burrow, yeah. They're up there. They landed and they were in the same draft. So I mean, I'm not gonna sit here and go back and forth that, but remember, Chiefs traded up for him. The Chiefs traded up for Mahomes. Let's see, bro, keeping it 100. I just want to win. And from what I can tell, we will never win with Scott Turner. Nope. Said O'Connell didn't win. Well, they would know that. Yep. Sheen and Cooley would know that. There you go. Boom, 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 boom. Ron's not coaching the offense nor the defense. So what's his purpose? Ron motivates no one during the game. I'll argue that. It's not that I don't think he doesn't motivate the guys. Because I see him out there talking. Even the games I've been at, I don't think the camera always shows it. And I'm not defending Ron. But the offense, I mean, the cameras at Fox and wherever, they don't really show that often. But I've seen him at several games where he's over there talking to players and getting them motivated. What side of the ball does Mike Tomlin coach? I'll wait. I get your point, but yeah, what does Tomlin coach? Preach. Hey, we're going to get another preach up here. We're going to get the Bishop Don Magic Wand up here. Yep. Scott Turner did sign an extension, but the ownership could pay him off. I don't think the NFL doesn't have a salary cap for coaches. I think Ron will be here. The others, what do you think? Y'all really think that if Dan Snyder's still here, the team couldn't even cash a check? A fan couldn't cash a $14,000 check from the team. You think they're gonna be? Y'all really think they're gonna be cutting people up and cut the coaching staff away? I don't know. Like I said, I don't see any movement on the coaching staff until after next year, because I think this ownership is going to go into the situation of having Ron Rivera. Now, we could be wrong, and we're gonna get Dwayne in here. We're gonna get his perspective on the game here in a minute. Let me get through these comments real quick as I bring on the Cuzzo family. What's up?
What's going on, man?
What's going on, bro? Let's get through, and I'm gonna get your thoughts on here. We're gonna run through these questions real quick. We wouldn't have to trade assets that we would need to build the QB. If we trade up for one, it's going to be hard to build around him. Okay. I'll get to that in a minute. Losing to get pick is silly. Such a crap shit. Yeah, we on the right same page right there. Willie Freeman. Willie, what's up? It's time to go all in on the quarterback, no matter what it takes. We have the skilled players already. And Marcus says you can't get a great quarterback anywhere in the draft, but the support system, coaches, and organization is key to success. Bingo, Bob. Let's see. Ron's purpose is to misuse. Dude, we'll talk about that too. Let's see here. From this game, it looks like O'Connell may have been better coaching. May have a better coaching IQ than Ron. Ron's time management was awful. No lies there. Hey, what's up? You gotta watch that Yance up in here now. So you gotta calm yourself. Neither. Exactly, Renee. Let's see here. People said the same thing about Hurts. They said about Heineke. He can't throw. He's just a running QB. Obviously, we know that who's the better QB though, right, Don? We can't go into next year with Turner as a play caller. I feel you there. Let's see here. I think we should keep Sam Howell and build around him, bro. Footsteps, Ramsey. Yep. Okay. Anyway, so Dwayne, you were there at the game, and tell me what you thinking.
I think I echoed this to you yesterday, and and my aunt heard me on Doc Walker's show yesterday as well.
Oh, you called in the doc?
I did. That's why I asked you, were you actually listening?
No, y'all could have. You should have told me. I would have went back, hit the rewind button. I didn't know it was you on there.
Yeah, I am.
You didn't tell him we were related, did you?
I did. I said, God bless you. I told him, I said, God bless you for actually dealing with them. I know it's hard. He said it's a struggle. So.
You did not do that to me, did you?
Yeah, he gonna go back and listen.
He said, oh, you know Sanchez. Sanchez crazy. He's stupid. Yeah, so, but no, in all seriousness though. Yeah, talk to me.
Yeah, it was man, the Scott Turner thing, the experiment has to be over with. I think we can all agree with that. Mm-hmm. We have not had an offense that has been even in the top 12 in the National Football League since who was our quarterback. Mr. You like that.
Yep.
It doesn't matter who the offense line, there is. It's funny. We were in one of our games, our coach said, some people say I'm not my father.
We know.
Guess what?
We know.
Scott Turner, you are not your father. You're not. You are not your father, and this it's painfully obvious. Scott Turner could run an NFL. He could be a great high school football coach, great high school football coach of this scheme. But in the NFL, it doesn't work. There's either I tweeted it and I'll say it. There's either one of three things. Your quarterback is just that terrible. Well, your receivers are awful, or your scheme is bad. So which one is it?
It's two or three.
So at the same time, you're sitting there like I'm sitting there watching the progression of Taylor Heineke go through. His passes are getting batted out the line, which tells me, guess what you need to do, Scott? I need to run more bootlegs. I need to be more naked boots to get out there so I can make sure, so that way he can move the pocket and do what he has to do. Another thing, most of the passes that was even completed happened after the play even broke down.
Right.
So he's not sitting in the pocket and like I'm not throwing somebody open or they're just coming open naturally. I have to wait for the play to break down. I'm sitting in the pocket. Your offensive line is ass.
Right.
It's terrible. Why not help him? Why not help him? You said it. You said it yourself. Ron kept saying if. If wishes were horses, beggars would ride.
There you go.
So look, man, it's a mixture of everything. If Ron, if he hitches his horse to Scott Turner, he will go ahead and go down with the ship.
Yeah,
there's no way.
Yeah, let's do some housekeeping right here. PJ Frost, honest Viking fan. I feel like the NFL is rigged. Appreciate the super chat, man. Yeah, I know it feels like this sometimes, especially when we had the 12th man literally out there on the field. We still got. I gotta say, I gotta find the Jacksonville State product, Steve Patch. We gotta find his address and send him a Christmas card, even though that was a loss. And also, our guy, a resident Heineke fan right here, Don Glover. Hurts better. Better just give Heineke some time. Okay, we give him. Hey, we giving Heineke some time, man. He done had 7-8 years in the league already. We hoping, man. Let's see. And what's Rolando says, "What's up, Corey Bezos? Hopefully buys the team and cleans house from top to bottom. Bring in Peyton Manning to evaluate Sam Howell, and draft QBs as a consultant." Okay. Let's see here. And Don, I appreciate the super chat too, bro. Let's see what's making you say that, PJ. Let's see. While you preaching, what play can we run behind our offensive line? Screens. That's what we've been trying to run, right? Are we the beggars or the horses here? Because I feel like we've been ridden to the mark. I don't know, bro. I don't know. But is it time to pack up ship and look to 2023, we think?
I would say that's the case if they lose the next
to Philly.
Then yeah, I wouldn't even say Philly because the NFC is so terrible. Overall, the NFC.
That's what I'm saying. Yeah,
pretty brutal. If you lose to Atlanta and you lose to Houston, you pack it in.
Right.
You lose to those two teams, yes, you pack it in. You pack it in. You go ahead because I think Carson's going to get back in the game regardless. Mm-hmm. You know, the good thing about it is Carson's been out for so long that the pick doesn't really come into play anymore, if I'm not mistaken. And I don't think it does. So why not run them? Run it to the end and see what happens. You know, I see a lot of Commanders fans saying, let's go get Frank Reich at the end of the season. I honestly don't think that'd be a bad get.
I don't think so. I mean, I don't. If he want to come out here and do it, and I mean, I think Frank's good dude, smart offensive mind. I mean, usually when you're dealing with crackheads, you look at it. I mean, Charlie Murphy had to deal with Rick James. Frank Reich had to deal with Jim Irsay. I think that, and I said this before, that the Colts are just as big a mess as we are, and it's proven to be true. You look at it now; they fired the offensive coordinator, the head coach, and they go out and get Jeff Saturday. That would be like us going out here and getting Bill Brown to go and coach the Washington Commanders the rest of the season. And somebody like that just doesn't make any sense. So, you know, I know we're in a mess, but damn, you would think that somewhere with all there is, and we don't even know who's going to be calling plays in Indianapolis. So I don't know. But proper etiquette says if it was a fifth, we'd all be drunk. At least that's what we used to say. I always say if ands and butts were candy and nuts, we'd all have a Merry Christmas. PJ Frost says the more Vikings win close games, the more I feel like they shouldn't. Last week, Kirk Cousins ran a TD, and the Cardinals D didn't even try, like they intentionally let him score. I mean, Kirk's been in past, man. I think it was like 2 years in a row. He led this team in rushing. He led the Redskins in rushing touchdown. So don't let Kirk can be fleet of foot, getting down there. If we lose 7, we out. Let's say I say we need to draft another quarterback in 23. Sam and him next year. Sam starts 2024. So you're talking about drafting one later on. If we lose 7, can we get Wes and Cosme back on the field? I say Trot Howe. Yeah, that's what I'm weird. And Cosme, you and I had a conversation about Cosme. His left hand was still wrapped up, I think, when he was walking off the field. So I saw a picture of him and Heineke walking off the field, and it looks like that hand was still wrapped up there. But yeah, I don't know what's up with Wes Schweitzer. I haven't heard anything on the Wes Schweitzer front. I mean, really, we haven't seen him since week 1. Is it week 1? We haven't seen him since.
I think so.
Yeah. So hadn't been good there. Let's see here. If you lose to the Giants before the bye week, it's time to get Hal ready after the bye week. Plus, the Colts didn't get any weapons for Wentz. Facts. Proper etiquette. Say it again, bro. Let's see here. Weapons don't matter if you can't block unless you have a serious athletic quarterback. We had a serious athletic quarterback, Taylor Heineke. I know Heineke. I guarantee a win against the Eagles. If I'm wrong, I won't bother you again about Heineke. Don, you really want to? Don, you putting your Don
putting all his faith in Heineke.
He putting in that. This is the ultimate. And we love Don Glover here. Don is my boy. He is putting his hopes in Heineke. And Heineke, we hope. Hey, and I got my profile picture on Facebook is with me in number 4.
Right.
I
understand that, but I'm gonna say it because you want to be nice. Heineke's 30 years old. Heineke's been in the league for 7-8 years.
But he hasn't got a start though, bro.
What start?
He hasn't got to start. He hasn't got to start.
He hasn't.
He hasn't got to start until last year. Last year he started. This is the first time he started a full season. Was last year.
Oh my goodness! But
you know it takes 2 to 3 years for a quarterback to develop. I'm just saying.
Oh, that's what it is.
You know that. Yeah, that's exactly what it is.
Oh. Okay, yeah, he's Geno Smith. I'm sorry, it takes him 10 years for him to say, "Okay, I know how to play."
Hey, don't be hating on Geno. Geno been balling though, boy. Don't do that to Geno. Don't do that.
Now we know how to play quarterback. Come on, man.
Don't do it.
Be honest.
Hey, shout out to John. He's a man of his word. I know Don is a man of his word. I appreciate the super chat, brother.
Yeah. Hey, come on, man. We got Commanders fans. We got to get off this train, man. We got to move past
that Heineke Hennessy. My boy Yams up in here. He said, "Well, I got in here just in time to see some high-level drug addiction."
Bro's over there. That bro's over there. Don, man, you might be over there with Jim Irsay right now.
Leave my boy. Leave Don. Hey. We stand. Hey, we Don Glover fans over here. You leave my boy alone.
You keep that left hand up, man.
Left hand up. Who are we? The Commanders. Let's see here. Taylor's a solid backup. That's what he is. A very, very good. He's a good backup. I'm not giving him those very varies. That can win a few games if you need him to. Absolutely. And he won a few games. He's won 2 games. He almost won 3.
I would argue that Taylor Heineke is the best backup in the league. I'll say that. I will argue that fact. I will argue that he's the best backup in the league, unless you're going to say Cooper Rush. But that's an argument. You can argue that.
That's a good argument.
That's a very good argument.
That's it. No, that's a. I'm trying to think and see. Yeah, I can't really argue. I can't. Teddy Bridgewater.
Okay. Yeah,
Teddy Bridgewater. He can go out there and win your game. A few. Teddy, Taylor, who are all in Minnesota at the same time with Scott Turner. It's interesting.
Scott Turner, man. That's like
he's a quarterback whisperer.
It's like Lord Voldemort right there, man.
Hey,
should not be spoken.
Dude, Scott Turner. Like, do you know? Like, Scott Turner was the position coach for Josh Gordon that year he went off.
Yeah.
But he can't put it together as a play caller. And that's the craziest thing.
Jim Storm was a great quarterback coach, but he was a terrible head coach. I mean, it just happened.
Yeah.
I argued this fact with I was talking to the Colts fans. I was like, and it was a Spaces. And you might think I'm crazy for saying this, but I said the Colts should really look at Jay Gruden. Because the one thing that Commanders fans cannot argue is I don't give a damn.
Dolphins was humming.
Oh my goodness.
Dolphins
was humming. What was the problem? The defense.
Yep.
The defense. Now you have a defense.
But what was the problem? Okay, hold on now. Hold on now. The problem was the defense. But the fact of the matter is the guy who's in charge of hiring the guy for the defense was who?
That was You talking about Jay or Bruce?
That was Jay.
Yeah, but
They kept Jim Haslett,
yeah,
Joe Barry, and Dusty Minuski.
But you know who this is the crux of this, Corey. This goes back to what we're talking about today. Mm-hmm. Jay Gruden didn't want to get rid and bring in a true coordinator because he was afraid he's going to lose his job.
To Wade Phillips.
Yeah.
Old ass Wade Phillips. You could have brought Wade. You had one of the best 3-4 defensive minds. And he was afraid to get Wade Phillips in here.
If anybody was going to take his job, it's going to be McVay.
Boom. And McVay was out the door.
Yep.
He was out the door in 2017.
Yep.
That's it. I mean, that's when I like. That's why I wanted to bring you in, like ring you back in when you said, "Whoa, Jay Gruden." I should look at Jay Gruden now, and then you look at Jay Gruden in Jacksonville. They didn't put up points down there in Jacksonville. He was just down there to play golf.
Yeah, I didn't think Jacksonville had the talent down there as necessarily either. I think in Indy as an OC, he could be fantastic. Mm-hmm. The one thing, but Ron, this is again, it's the crux of it. You really back with Ron. Mm-hmm. Ron's job is not on the line, but yet you're preaching loyalty, so you're going to keep somebody around. I don't care if Norv was your offensive coordinator, sir. I really don't, and nor should you.
It's not that though, Dwayne. It's not that. Ron Rivera, this is where the loyalty comes in, and this is nobody has told me this. This is just where, if you look at the situation, after the Bears went to the Super Bowl and they lost, Ron Rivera didn't have a job. Who picked him up?
North Turner didn't.
North Turner picked him up as the linebackers coach. A couple years later, promoted to defensive coordinator.
Yep.
He has a loyalty there. And that is to a fault. I'm not defending him on that, but that is what it is. It's not just the fact that Norv was his offensive coordinator. It's the fact that Norv gave him a job when nobody else did. And people were like looking around. I never forget. I was like, Ron Rivera was a candidate for the Steelers job in 2017, in 2007.
Yeah.
And they look at it now and they probably like, "Ooh, thank God we got Tomlin." But yeah, he's loyal to a fault. His name should be Ron Rivera. Turner, because that's what he got the loyalty to. Like that's his nephew.
Yeah,
Scott is Ron's nephew. Like people don't realize this, and that's why he got that extension. That's why he's still there. Like if we look at it, and I did this when we did the preview of the coaches back in 2020. Scott's offenses. Down the stretch in Carolina, averaged about 3 turnovers a game. Granted, it was with Will Greer and I think Kyle Allen down the stretch. But they could not keep contain of the ball. They weren't smart with the football.
This is true.
And it is what it is.
It hasn't changed. No. I'm it just, to me, it's like it blows my mind to think that our last 3 offensive coordinators have all become head coaches.
Who we got? O'Connell,
Shanahan, McVay, then Kevin O'Connell. Yep. And that streak ends with Scott Turner. If somebody's willing to give Scott Turner a head coach, he's gonna
be a head coach in the league.
That is going to be crazy.
Oh my God. Let's see here. Buddha said this man is making $2 million and is the backup you need. Talking about Heineke. You're right there. His limit is 4 games. Time to move on. I just hope the defense plays good this coming Monday night. I still think the Monday night game with the Pigeons when the Deshaun Jackson embarrassed us, horrible law. Absolutely. And that was at home. Y'all going to hate me when we win against the Eagles. $2 super chats all day. Hey, I appreciate you, but I ain't gonna hate you. You know that. You know ain't nothing but love here. I'm gonna laugh with you, and then you can laugh at me later on. Let's see here. Old ass Wade. Oh yeah, old bums boy. You know what's gonna happen? We're gonna get Wade Phillips boy up here as a head coach in a couple years. That's what's gonna happen. We're gonna get Wes Phillips up in. Taylor Heineke is great backup, but backup isn't meant to play a majority of the season either. Love the dude in our locker room, but I don't love him as a starter. A backup is a situational player at best. Best backup run that you ever saw, Nick Foles. He can't be a starting quarterback, but damn it, he can. He rode the wave to win the Super Bowl, which they had a good defense behind them.
Yeah.
They had some okay skill players, offense line, pretty good. Really, a lot of those pieces are still there that won the Super Bowl, and now they're on their way to going 20-0 and winning another Super Bowl, according to Eagles fans. Look at Cousins, how he got banged. Yeah, and Blow came in. That was Nick Mullins, Yams, and came in for one play. Kirk got right in there and finishes up. Yeah, he tipped us off. That was a nice throw to Dalvin Cook.
Yeah, it was.
That was nice. I mean, it was a good throw, probably even a better catch, but it just beat him in good coverage there. What finished us off? That's kicking play, not Kirk. Now they went back and looked at it. Now it looks like that could have been a subjective kick on roughing the snapper.
I don't think that was a good call.
You don't think it was a good call?
No, I don't think that was a good call.
I mean, at that and Paulie said this too. He said in that juncture you can't call that play. Now if they had missed the field goal, maybe you could throw that flag on there. But now you go back and look at it. It doesn't look like he kind of just moves him out of the way and gets in there. I thought that the pass interference on St. Juice was egregious. I thought you had more calls on the interception in the half for pass interference than you did on that play because they were both going at each other in that situation. And I told you this yesterday. I thought, and I said it already earlier on here, I thought St. Juice played a good game. I thought he played. He limited what they had he had 67 yards on that first drive. But other than that, throughout the rest of it, he had 115 altogether. But
outside of that 67-yard pass, where he had 67 yards, he had the third down where he beat St. Juice on,
and that was a hope and a prayer. That was a hope and a prayer right there.
So I mean, other than that, I mean, yeah, I can't knock St. Juice the way he played. He played a great game. This is when we've Commanders fans, when you've seen your Fabian Moreau, your Bashad Breelands, this is what you let me speak on it. Y'all's fantasy of Chase Minifield years ago.
Ooh, preach, boy.
This is what you really wanted to see from your corners. St. Juice he's doing his thing. And the one thing you can't knock, I will say this: there's normally that one rookie that comes in and Ron's system and balls. You had James Bradbury, you had Josh Norman. St. Juice can be the next one. Just putting it out there.
Yeah, St. Jude. I mean, Ben been balling ever since they took, which I didn't get this to begin with anyway. Why take him out and put him in the slot when he's a boundary corner? I didn't get that. And then where they play in zone with Mr. William Mann Jackson III. That I mean, is what it is. So let's see. Kirk still came in, dropped dimes, tied, and managed to make plays and do the right thing we needed. Opposite of Taylor Heineke. Her might be a great head coach. He isn't good offensive coordinator.
Hold on. How do you? Yeah, that does not translate, sir.
Yeah.
That does not.
I think it was off the sarcasm. Yeah, he is a good offense coordinator, but take the play card away from his daddy was a great offense coordinator, but average head coach. Hell, he had the Chargers up in there.
Chargers are good under him.
Yeah, but could that have been what was built through the Marty Schottenheimer years? And it kind of. I remember some people on Twitter and podcasts after the Eagles lost wanted Scott be promoted over Ron. I wonder what crackhead said that. Yams, you got can you drop the bread on that, please? Like, what crackheads were saying that?
Because I remember Scott's first year, and Corey can attest to this because I was on his show saying it. Scott Turner was terrible.
Yeah,
I said
he
his
did.
first year. Corey said, "No, you gotta give him time." I said, "Corey,
You do have to
I
give him time.
but I said, yeah, that's cool. But as a football coach, I had seen enough to say this dude's trash. So
You did.
I was
You
speaking
did.
from a football mind. Like,
Yeah, you were. You
dude's
were.
trash.
You were.
So
You were. He's like he trashed, and
I've been out on the Scott Turner train from the jump. So
yeah, and he had everything. You can't make any more excuses for Scott Turner. He's had everything. He had the quarterback. He's got the weapons. The offensive line may have took a slide back though, but other than that, it's really nothing. Like let's look at this over the last couple years.
And while you pull that up,
see,
you had your Pierre Garcon of today is Terry McLaurin.
Yes.
Your Deshaun Jackson type of player. Honestly, if you're talking about popping the top off of defense, it's supposed to be Curtis Samuel. And you got Jahan Dotson, who's honestly he's what's supposed to be your Jameson Crowder.
Yeah.
So like you have the pieces in front of you. Like there's no,
but you can't make it. You can't make it right though. I just like Heineke's salary. He's better. And he's better every quarterback we've had since Cousin. I'm a realist.
About Alex Smith. Okay.
Yeah, it's true. But people was hating on Alex Smith, remember? Because he was throwing for 175 yards and one touchdown, and Washington was winning, but that's none of my business. Dude, I remember I remember being in them groups and people like Alex Smith needs to be benched. We need to get somebody like who you gonna get up in here? Colt, they were talking about playing Colt McCoy. And what happened to him? He go up on Monday Night Football, snaps his leg. Question Corbin. Oh, it was Mullins. My bad. Just remember seeing Blau's name on side. I got you. I think St. Juice was 50-50. Call really. It just didn't go our way. So much in the league is left to refs' discretion. Facts. Let's see here. Don, he's not one. Let's see. What's up, Bruce? How you doing, bro? St. Juice did play great, and their best player, and it was on their best player most of the time. You get what you pay for, and he's a bargain. Paying now. I agree with you on that one, Don. Let's see here. Heineke better than any quarterback we have since Kirk. So what is the argument? Is he? Yeah, I don't like that one. Let's see here. Why did they turn a man cover player into a zone player? This staff does a lot of adjusting. It doesn't work. Yeah, they can run Amazon into the ground. Is that the way? Yes, it is. Paulie is going to take credit because he's been speaking you into existence the last 3 weeks. You're like, hey man, hey man, when you gonna get your comeback up there? Our defense has gotten better when Cam came back to the defense. And that's a plus too. And let's see here. What's up, Corey? What's up, Corey? What up, brother from another mother? I was at the game and it was a good vibe until it was 50% purple in the building. We should have won, but Ron and them gotta go eventually. Damn. Let's see, man. It was too long ago for me to remember. I barely remember last week, but yeah, that was box red flag was. You and I both. Turner tries to be too cute. Want all the coaches gone. Look, I'm gonna tell you something. He done been here a long time. Leave Randy Jordan alone. Leave John Matsko alone. I don't care what anybody says. Leave those dudes alone. On the offensive side of the ball, you can change out anybody else you want to. Defensive wise, Steve Russ needs to go. But I think what Skanina's doing and Ryan Kerrigan and what they're doing, they've basically the defensive line is playing some of their best ball.
Yeah.
And probably doesn't have the talent that they had last year, but they haven't dropped off.
And back to that comment, the craziest thing is, and I know you knocked me for it, but you just said, I don't know. They should have never got rid of Ryan Kerrigan last year.
I can feel it. Because they didn't have a veteran present in there.
Nope. I'm telling you, they should have never got rid of that man last year. That was a huge mistake on Ron for even doing that. I understand you draft William Bradley King and James Smith Williams, all these people are here, but these guys they're not Ryan. So
no. Let's see here. Love your Monday after show. Appreciate you, brother. Thank you, Corey. Appreciate you. And thank you for the super chat. Thank you. I always forget to say that. It wasn't flashy enough, Corey. Duh. Don't you know? Don't you know it's not about the wins? Yeah, right, Chris. Except for the running back coach. The running back's playing good. Where's Colt McCoy now, anyways? Out of the league? No, he's actually backing up Yoda Jr. in Arizona. Kyler Murray. Yeah, that was funny. Oh my God, dude, now that you said that, I remember all those calls for Colt now. And when he went to Arizona, people were like, see, these memories coming up. They do, man. They go, Colt McCoy won one game as a starter with us. And you know what game that was? That was a day my granddaddy died, and they beat Dallas on Monday night. Other than that, he didn't win a damn start. When he had Pierre Garçon, Deshaun Jackson, Jordan Reed, before he got concussed just by looking at a football field. This is what you got, though. This is what you got. We have more speed. Yeah, we got more speed than a drug dealer out here. Terry McLaurin, Jahan Dotson, De'Ami Brown, Curtis Samuel, and they limited De'Ami's. And De'Ami, he is the most frustrating thing in the world. He ran that simple. He ran that simple curl route. He's got to catch that ball. He's got to catch that ball. Like, that was simple. It hit him in the chest. I mean, I know that guy was coming to him, but it hit him in the back. But still, you got to make that catch. God, you got to make that catch. Let's see here. D-Dog, Jamin Davis, St. Jude, Deron Payne, Jonathan Allen all need to be in the Pro Bowl. They probably all won't get there, but I feel you. No, he's still a backup somewhere out west. Yep, Arizona. Yeah. All right, then, bro. It's time for me to go and pretend to teach for a while. Hey, appreciate you, Yams. Keep on doing the good work out there in Japan, bro. Let's see. Scott Turner is the reason this offense is trash to be on. Yeah, there you go. What's up, Dubs? And say, may not want all the coaches gone, but just get better in coaching regardless of who is on the sidelines. Dubs giving you a new name. What's up, Dwayne? Let's see here. And beating the Cowboys in Dallas counts for a lot. That's true. That's true. But, hey, he ain't win another damn thing, though, after that. Nothing. They didn't win another game till they played Philadelphia, I think, that year.
All right. I got to go make dinner for my wife.
That's you better go.
That I am.
She's gonna kick your ass.
I'm going to sit back and listen. If I'm done, by the time I'm done,
all right, then.
I'll go ahead and come back and holler at y'all.
He said, yes, Dwayne. He said, yes, Dwayne. Thank me.
Thank you, Paulie.
Paulie, go. Paulie, shouldn't you be working, Paulie?
Yeah, go repost somebody.
Go repost somebody's call. Paulie, I do appreciate you paying your fee for your therapy session, though. We can't have you on the couch, though. Let's see. John Madden, you're going to get hit anyways. You might as well catch exactly. Cousin Dwayne up in here. Cousin Dwayne, man, we appreciate him. And Mrs. Cousin Dwayne, she got to eat. She's nursing them people and everything. So doing the good work, doing the Lord's work, y'all. But yeah, that was a great conversation by Dwayne. And you know that this is what we have right now. We're at this impasse with Scott Turner, Ron Rivera, and Ron's got to cut his loyalty. And I know he can do it because he did with Sam Mills III, guy he brought here from Carolina, who predated him in Carolina. If you can get rid of him, you can get rid of nephew Scott. You got to get rid of Scotty because this ain't gonna work. And I mean, I don't know who's going. And I've told y'all this. I don't know who's going to be offensive play caller because nobody has that play calling experience. That's what happens when you get all these guys who've been position coaches for all these years. You make it's irrelevant. So we're probably going to have to go out and get somebody this year. You can't fire Scott this year. Because if not, you're gonna be calling Sherm Lewis at the bingo hall, calling I-16 in 074. And he's gonna be saying Jumanji this time. So we stuck, in all honesty, we stuck with Scott Turner right now. We are stuck with Scott Turner for the rest of the season. Hate to be honest with you. I'm just talking facts with you. Let's see here. Take care. I'm talk texting. I hear you, bro. Gus, what's up? My man Gus up in the house. One of the OGs on the Warpath. Appreciate you, brother. Please, I pray to God he don't put Wentz back on that damn field. It might happen, bro. I don't know. I have no idea. But at this point, it's just right now. This team seems like it's just throwing whatever it is at the wall and seeing what happens. Let's see. I wouldn't be surprised if we beat the Eagles. We just have to jump on them real early and contain the line of scrimmage. Yeah, let's go. Hey, we're going to put them in a body bag, right, guys? We're going to put the Eagles in a body bag. That's exactly what we're going to do. We're going to put them in a body bag. We're going to hit them in the mouth. We're going to come out there to the link, and we're going to knock somebody in the teeth. That's exactly what's going to happen. The damn Eagles, and we're going to be like, die, Eagles, die. That's what it's going to. Y'all think it's sarcasm. I mean this. We're going to put them in a body bag. Oh, yeah. Chris, I would rather have all my teeth pulled out with no painkiller than watch you become an offense coordinator for my team. That's all I'm saying. HTTR, brother. Appreciate you, Gus. Let's see here. What's Paulie saying? See, Paulie, he yelling already. You have Jews following Jefferson, but what's that? Refers to play your FA's big signing CB. Let's see. Let's say Titans move on from Tannehill. Would you be interested in bringing him? And also, how about Frank Reich as offense coordinator? I mean, it don't really matter. To this point, I know it's just like Wentz, right? Tannehill's a means to no end. And he's probably going to cost you $28, $23 million, $28, $29, maybe $30 million a year as your quarterback. Just because he's been probably more accomplished, even though he's had Derrick Henry, he's been more accomplished, probably got more wins than Carson Wentz has in the last 3 to 4 years. So, I mean, I just don't see what you get with him. If you're going to pay that much money, I want to get somebody who's going to be worth a damn. Frank Reich as OC, I'm cool with that. I would rather have I really want a younger mind. I want a younger mind. If he comes in here and be offensive coordinator, kind of like the quarterback's coach, I'm cool. But if we get a head coach, let it be an offensive mind, young up-and-comer, because we see what's working. I can drop them X's and O's. Yeah, I'm good. Corey, Rivera is probably waiting for the season ends, and then will what happens, like you said. I don't know, Carlton. We'll see. We'll see, man. I have a feeling we are going to go on another run, and it starts with the Eagles. Hey, Don, I hope you're right. I got a feeling. Like these dirty rotten pigeon fans. Like y'all may have seen the stream last night. Y'all go check it out. It's on this channel too. But we did with Bird Gang. Them Eagles fans, man, they are on some other stuff right now. And we're gonna have Bird Gang on the channel this week. They're on some other stuff. Like they are legitimately out of their mind. They are on ultra Jim Irsay booger sugar. They are licking the back of the biggest toads in the world from South America. Like these people are crazy. They are probably eating concrete up in Philadelphia. That's how this is how disconnected from reality they are. Burger King said they're going 20-0. He said he can't find another loss on the 9 games down the stretch. He can't find another loss on the register. Let it be Monday night. Let it be Monday night. Let's go. Let's go. And even if they do win, they know that we was one of the blemishes on the record. They scored 24 points against us in the first half. In the second quarter last time around at home. Other than that, they either played down to us or we held them down pat. I like to think we held them down pat after that. We won't be able to keep up with the Eagles too. Our earned personal angel of death, 99. Yes, sir, Gus. We won't be able to keep up with the Eagles to punch them in the mouth. I mean, a lot of people thought we weren't going to be able to keep up with the Vikings, but look what happened. Justin Jefferson was going to cook us. But they settled into it. Let's see. Could be a trap game, but I doubt it. Got to jump. Appreciate you, Proper Etiquette. Appreciate you. Thank you for the super chat. Let's see here. We barely lost to the Vikings, a 6-1 team. I think people are overreacting. See how Taylor has changed expectations. Oh, you wild, Gus. You wild. You not Gus. Don, you are wild, bro. Jarvis Harris said the Eagles are going to be disappointed when the playoffs start. Yeah, let's go, Jarvis. My team is living rent free in their heads. LOL. Didn't they beat y'all though? How y'all living rent free up in their heads? After they beat Houston, they're saying Dallas. They were saying Dallas. Stop. They already think they won the Super. They do. They've already. Dude, they bought the rings already. Bird Gang got a second ring already on the way. Super Bowl champions out there in the desert. He's got the ring. All of them. The Eagles fans, they are ready for. They've got the ring. They bought the flags, the hats, the t-shirt, and everything. They are your Super Bowl champions, according to them. But the problem is Eagles fans are always like that, though, right? They're wild, man. They are on some pure uncut booger sugar. I ain't gonna call them frauds, though. They do a lot like Sirianni. Whatever Sirianni's doing up there behind the scenes, it's working. Jalen Hurts, we say he's running quarterback. They've put him in good spots. They put weapons around him. That's what you got to do with your quarterback, right? Devontae Smith, boy, looks like he should be on Feed the Children, but they just need to feed him the ball. AJ Brown still doing the same stuff he did that he was in Tennessee, and Tennessee is paying. I mean, Tennessee's 5-3, but there's something missing there. They've got that offensive line is really good. And then on the defense side of the ball, James Bradbury came in there in free agency towards the beginning of the preseason. They got big play Slay, the safety they traded for before the season, who's leading the league in interceptions. So they're out there doing their thing. So we'll see though, but just to put a bow on tonight and what the Vikings did, right? Vikings didn't beat us, y'all. Vikings did not beat us. We beat ourselves. You lay down, you give up 10 points. You give up a 10-point lead. You're up 17-7. That's on you. Ain't no excuses. Ron sat there. We sat here and listened to all the press conference. If. Well, if you hadn't have made these dumb decisions, Ron with his third worst challenge. Terrible. The Jacksonville challenge, the Tennessee challenge. Now this, with Heineke spinning, it's a 2nd and 1 play. You could live to fight another down. Go out there and run a play out. Go out there and get it. You know what I'm saying? What's up? What's up, big dog? What's up? Appreciate you stopping by. Hey, I appreciate you, bro. Appreciate you. Oh, Gonzaga. What's up? Mark Few. Hey, Mark Few, is he's still drinking and driving, man? Huh? How they gonna do this year? Because college basketball season. Probably my second favorite season in all of sports, college basketball. I love college basketball season. So I'm ready for this to watch a whole bunch of college basketball games every night now. Yeah, but shout out to you, bro. Thank you for pulling up, and we'll see y'all in December too. Not looking for that. Not looking forward to playing the 49ers. Let's see here. Being honest, Don says, being honest, Taylor does Ron's job. Does Ron job. He motivates this team that never seems to be ready to play under Wentz. If Heineke could throw better, we'd be in the Super Bowl. I mean, if he gave Heineke Wentz's arm, or you gave Wentz Heineke's, mental makeup, you'd have a damn good quarterback. But oh God, you're a Duke fan, bro. Oh God. Oh, Zach is a Notre Dame of basketball. Always highly rated for Duke. Oh God, that's funny. Yeah, I'm a Michigan fan. I guess in basketball. And then my school, I went to St. Bonaventure for my master's, so that's my other D1 school. I mean, yeah, Don, you got a point, man. I mean, maybe we could be lighting up, but the limitations, like we said, I've said before, Heineke is just a symptom. He is not the overall disease of what's going on in Washington. It's the offense. It starts and ends with Scott Turner. You have too much talent on this team to only be scoring. Here are some of the numbers that I've pulled up from Scott Turner on offense. There has been 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 games, really 7, that this offense has scored under 20 points in 2020. So that's 6. Keep that number here. No, 7. Excuse me. 7 in 2020. 7 out of 16 games. And I'm counting that San Francisco game as a win. And then keep that number, 7. And then last year, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 9 games last year. 9 games last year, under 20 points. 9 games last year. So right there, we're 16, right? We're at 16. Is that right? 16? Okay. Now look at this year. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So that is 23 games. 23 games. 23 games out of 17, 9. Y'all can get me doing math on here. 34 and 9, That is, let's see, 5. $13. That's crazy, man. Yeah, it is. You're right. You're right. Yep, on Christmas Eve. I say, hey, looking forward to that one. Big Simple said we will win this game against the Eagles. Okay. I hear you, Big Simple. I hear you. You talk your stuff, bro. I think I think we got a shot now. I always think we got a shot. To the detriment of me. Who do we start, Corey? Heineke, Hal, Fromm, or Wentz? They're going to start Heineke. So we 43. So 20 games out of 43. So 46% of the games that since Scott Turner has taken over, 47 really, if we round up, 47% of those games, the team has scored under 20 points. That ain't good. I don't care what, and we can even go back in and we can say 20 or less. We can literally say 20 or less, and that's going to put you over the threshold of over 50%, well over 50%, where we have scored 20 or less points. It's not a recipe for success, y'all. Man, we didn't got used to it, bro. You got like, hey, it's a corny name, but we take it. We wear it. We're wearing it now. I see this garbage. Paulie. That was 7, bud. I said 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6. Okay. It's 22. Sorry. It is 22. Can't do math. I thought it said 17. Either way, 22 divided by 43. Ain't good either way. Damn near half. Let's do this. I'm gonna do this for 20 or less. Here we go. So this year we've got 6 games. We have any turnovers via last season. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. And this is just for 20 or less. And then 2020. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. 11. Oh my God. Oh my gosh. Let's do this one more time. 11 plus 19 plus 6. 26 out of 43 times they've scored 20 under Scott Turner now. 60% of the time. That's 60% of the time this team has scored 20 or less points with Scott Turner as the offense coordinator. And I'm going to give you something. Guess what the record is? Let's count the record up here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That's losses. 6, 7, 8. They were 8. And let's see here. 1, 2, 3. They were 3-8 in 2020 when they did that. Let's do it here. 1, 2. This is last year. Still haven't found a win yet. Okay, here we go. Now this is 2 and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 2 and 9 last year when we scored 20 or less. And we're gonna get this record here in a minute for you. This time, 1, 2, 3. Okay, 3, 4, 5, 6, 2 and 4. So you're gonna learn something here. 21, 7 and 21. That's what the record is when you score under 20 points. Y'all got me in here doing math. The Washington Commanders football team, since Scott Turner has taken over, has scored 20 points, has scored 20 or less points in those games. They're 7 and 21. You got to score in the league. You got to score. That's insane. That's insane. You're going to win shootouts, though, in this league, D-Dog. You know that. Let's be honest. Washington are who they are until we make the right choice to start in the front office. Scott Turner stole his dad's playbook and got a job he ain't qualified for. It sounds like Taylor Heineke, according to Arbonne, right? What are the stats on sacks? Probably higher than average, probably. It's the fault of Scott Turner and the offense, man. It don't matter who's putting the combinations out there, Mr. Cool. Who's putting the combinations out there? Last year, the sacks weren't that bad. This was actually one of the better offensive lines the last couple of years. That's the thing. Exactly, right. I didn't think there was going to be math on here, but it was something worth doing. 7 and 21. 7 and 21. That's insane. No more math. No more damn math. No more math, y'all. Oh, God. Jesus. And one of those games, we scored 21 points. We scored 23 points. But the defense scored 14 of them, remember? Against San Francisco out there in Arizona. Cam Curl and Chase Young had touchdowns. The offense put up 7 points. Y'all, heaven help us, man. Heaven help us. Let's see. Mr. School Taylor is tied to Scott, so defend this Scott. He's defended. Red Wing said, Technically, it was 34, but they scored that pick 6 at the end. So it was 34 there. So, like, I mean, y'all, man. Scoring offense, not very good. Not very good. Like Mr. 5 and 11 said, 5 and 11, not very good. Yeah, Red Wings, it was 34. Offense scored 34, but that last interception was by Montez Sweat. Pushed it over to 41. See, we just don't have the right quarterback for Scott. Apparently, yeah, Taylor Heineke's the right quarterback. I can't remember when Washington had a top 10 offense. It was back when Kirk Cousins was here. Back when Kirk Cousins was here in Sean McVay. Let's see here. Like, he's trash. No one keeps their job with that math, Corey. If any of us in this chat heads got Turner's math, Corey, we all be fine. It's true. You ain't lying, bro. If I'm not lying, too, out of those wins, right, we have as many quarterbacks. Heineke, Fitz, Gilbert Grape, Wentz, Smith, Allen, Haskins. Seven quarterback for 7 wins when we score 20 or less points. There you go. There you go, boys. Let's see here. The right type of QB for Turner's offense is one that can run for. Oh, there you trolling, bro. There you trolling. I love it. I do love it, though. Probably made out of titanium. Y'all, we have got him to the light. Come on in the room. Come on in the room. We're having a revolution here. We're having a revelation. We done got Don off the Heineke hive. We done got him out of the Heineke hive. We've got a look. We losing him now. He like Taylor, but not enough to keep Turner. We love it. Let's see here. Heineke has been in the system his whole career. Shaking my head. What else could you ask for, right? Red Wing says, take Josh Allen, give him Lamar's legs and Peyton Manning's brain, and you got yourself a quarterback can work with Scott. Yeah, Scott can work with. Yeah, so you're looking for something perfect. Yeah, might as well tank. There's a Jarvis. I'm gonna tell you right now, you can't tank if you're bad. You're just bad. You can't tank if you're bad. You can't. You just can't. Not the way. It's not the way of the world. You got to be good to tank. You just bad. You just got to keep on doing Washington things. Do you think Sean McVay is done out? I don't know. And John, quite honestly, I don't care. I don't care about Sean McVay. I wish him all the way. I wish him all the best. Yeah, Scott has to go. Yeah, Scott's got to go. We need to keep Taylor, but keep him on the bench as much as possible. Taylor's throwing in the triple cover. He's not is not coaching. That's stupid QB play. Any player who hasn't given their soul, even when losing, is a player you need to broom and get them out quick. Yep. Tanking doesn't work. You can't predict success of a draft pick. Play hard, improve the team now. You have no. Hey, this is what I've been trying to say, Mr. Cool. I don't believe in tanking, which, like I said, you got to be good to tank, and your draft picks, right? Draft picks are crapshoots at the end of the day, right? If the draft was a perfect thing, Tom Brady would have been drafted number 1 overall in 2000. Not Courtney Brown. It would have been Tom Brady. Dak Prescott would have been drafted in the first round. Who else we thinking about? Who's been pretty good? Mahomes would have been the first overall pick. No contest in 2017. So it's not a perfect science. It's about the culture, man. It's about the culture. It's building a culture. Look at Jalen Hurts, right? He's talented. Get him, but look at where he went from. He's grown and developed. Y'all got me defending Jalen Hurts on here. It sucks. Don't tell Nati about this. Don't tell Nati. But yeah, it's not a perfect. There's no perfect science to it. I think I said something. Ryan Leaf probably would have been undrafted, to be honest with you. Chris Graham, just be Philly. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Who do I like as QB? I don't know. Who do you like? Yep. I mean, look at Russell Wilson, right? When he got drafted. Russell Wilson was drafted. If you couldn't tell me today that Russell Wilson and Kirk Cousins shouldn't have been 1 and 2 in the 2012 draft. But both of those guys got drafted in the second day. Baker Mayfield, exactly. The Ravens had to trade back into the first round to get Lamar Jackson. Said neither of those two. Give me. I don't want no Levis. I ain't mess with no Levis. No, thank you. Nope. Don't want no Levis. I'm that dude. He's struggling at Kentucky. I'm good. I'm good with Levis. Tanking is a losing mindset. You don't create a culture of winning by losing games. Yeah, pretty much. Yeah. Paulie got a point there. Let him call. He said, let's let him draw him up in the sand. Yeah, I ain't no Levis fan, man. I watched what Tennessee did to them. I watched Tennessee did to them a couple weeks ago. Tennessee's defense ain't that great, but they picked his pocket. Washington will be. Well, let's chalk this season up to workplace harassment. Jarvis, that's funny. I mean, with Hendon Hooker, I think you may have the same situation that you had with Kenny Pickett. He's older. Hey, you know who else played for Little Sister and he was a first round pick and he played really well? Jay Cutler. Jay Cutler was at Vanderbilt, never had a winning season. I told you, Toothpaste, and Rufio Hurts was a baller last year. He's in a good system, Paulie. When Taylor in the 2-minute offense, he calls his own plays and he looks good. Yeah. Doing well. I don't know about baller, but he's doing all right. Let's see here. But let's see, y'all. I've run up against the time. We've been here a while. Shout out to Dwayne. Stetson Bennett, the mailman. That's who you're talking about. Shout out to Dwayne coming on here. And also, you all, appreciate y'all coming in. This was fun. Y'all know Monday after pill. We had to get rid of it as we did not like this. Kirk Cousins comes in here with his Minnesota Vikings. They win 20-17. A lot of questions on the offensive side of the ball. Scott Turner, his ineptitude to call plays. Maybe they need to get his daddy in here as a consultant. We'll see. I doubt that will happen because in Scott, they trust. In Heineke, we hope. But I appreciate all y'all coming by. Y'all go check out my boys, Ref the District. We're getting ready to come on here in the next 3 minutes over there on their channel. So go and check them out as they do the Day After Reckoning. But love you guys. Appreciate y'all. It's not John Jenkins. It was actually Steve Patrick Jarvis. So let's get him. Let's get him back there. They need to sign a contract. But anyway, Sanchez 405. We keep that same damn energy. We outlast the bastards together. We got some great stuff coming up Wednesday. Hopefully, got a special guest on here. Not gonna give it away, but y'all just stay tuned for it. So we got a pretty cool guest hopefully coming on here. But thank you guys. Hopefully, we talked you off the cliff and on to Philadelphia. Till next time, Sanchez 405. Love, peace, and hell. Somebody just get the damn theme music, Corey. What's wrong with you, boy? Somebody get. Oh, here it is right there. We out.